Here it just came up.
There we go.
You got it?
Got that.
Okay. Here it just came up. Yikes. You got it? Wow, I heard my own voice. It's terrible. All right. Is it time for me to just shut up and listen to you? Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Yep, sound. So you got about 3 minutes.
I'll just listen for your content then, yeah?
Yeah, sound man. Yeah.
Alright, bub.
Getting it in the mouth.
Alright, I'll listen for that. Have a good race.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yep.
Cheers to this, and I'll look forward to watching it back.
Ah, fuck, I hope so. Alright.
"30 seconds until the video, and the video's 1 minute 10 long, so about a minute 30 before you go live."
Alrighty. I hear that.
Right, it's 1 minute 16. I and Knight has shared the stream. Mate, you might hear your own. Oh, you won't hear your own voice while I say you're live, will I? Oh, shit. Yeah, I've just put your stream on, so it's coming up. But Combox live in 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello indeed. It's good to see each and every one of you out there. It is I, once again, your host, Sir Roland Poley, and we are here, actually live, ready for some Formula 1 racing. It is Raina's Racing League, and it's time to go. That's clearly what it is. The racing countdown is beginning here for Q1. That is the first qualifying round, and we are in, I haven't even mentioned it yet, we are in France. At Circuit Jean-Luc Picard here in the south of France, not far from Monaco actually. We find ourselves here tonight as, one of the racing engines is roared to life. And I need to bring up the spectator menu. One track map please. One full track map, there it is there. Lap data, no. No. Tires, sure. Psycho Tubby going to be friendly and rubber up the track a bit on those mediums, or could he be bold enough to actually get it going really fast on those mediums and do something bold? Who knows? Let's see, best lap, fastest lap, and we are off. It is Friday night racing here in Raina's Racing League, brought to you, of course, by Sim Racer Coin, which is fantastic. You see it there somewhere on, I'm sure, and you know, the champion of each league in Raina's Racing League will receive some sort of amount of Sim Racer Coin, and they'll be able to do neat things with it. So that's good. Now, let's see who is out on track. Look at this. Jack Blunn! You know, I have a dear friend, many of you may know, goes by the name of a hard racing driver named of Mono Pono, who used to be quite a rivalry with Mr. Blunn there. They used to duke it out in days of old, and then they become friends, and it was wonderful. So that's anyway. Good for you, Mr. Blunn. Get out there in your Williams car. Do something impressive for all these fans watching here tonight. I believe we're on Facebook. Is that a thing that we're on? I'm not quite sure, but I think that's the thing that we're on here tonight on Raina's Racing League, and let's see what we can get going here. Now, there are 3 rounds of qualifying, so sit back and take a breath, because we're going to be here a while. Out on track. It is Jack Blunn. I also see that Psycho Tubby is out there. Nismo, Bagos, and the Maverick are on outlaps. And that's what we have so far. Now here he comes. Let's... Moving to Maverick, was he... What, he's got 4... That was unfortunate. Oh me! My! Moving... Maverick, what can you do here, sir? Streaking down the... whatever. Here he goes. Oh! Little smoke off the tires there. Nothing too much, just a little... I like that smell. I always like that smell. The smell of racing tires on the circuit, or racing fuel. Wonderful smells when one attends a race. I don't know... well, let's see here. This Maverick is coming around. I believe there is a racing point up ahead. Who is ahead of him? It must be Psycho Tubby, yes? Yes. Let's see what Mr. Tubby puts down. Opens his DRS. And puts down a lap of 134.582. Now let us retreat back on track to... Well, let's just wait for Maverick. I think he'll be up here in a moment. Pew! And there he is, Maverick. Oh my. 2 seconds faster. But remember, Psycho Tubby is on those slower medium tires, as Bago says. Take that, Maverick. My time is superior to yours, placing me in first place. Granted, there's only 3 of us who have completed laps, but so far, I'm the winner. But of course, as we all know, the race is not decided. With 13 minutes to go in qualifying 1, and Nismo proves that even further, going faster. And that's only going to continue as these racing drivers come out. Let's see, who is next? A pair of Mercedes. That would be Hefe. And, who's the other Mercedes? Oh, Nismo up there. Now let's look at the standings here. What's going on in the standings? Your point leader, FIFA Beefy. Do I see him? Oh, there he is. He's still in the pits. Mr. Beefy hanging out there in the pits, just biding his time. Appears he'll be in the Haas car, if I know my colours. Who's second place in points? That's LH44. Where's Mr. 44? There he is, down there, still in the pits also, biding his time, as Mr. 44 is prone to do. We also have Iron Knight, Apex, Thomas, Reina himself. Let's see. Now, Thomas, I see, yes. Iron Knight, check. Appears we're doing well. Reina, all those other drivers mentioned, still in the pits, as Mr. Heffy continues to roll around the racing circuit. Off the final corner. Ooh. Feisty little lap from Heffy there, and he goes P3. Good for you, sir. Now, moving down, moving down. Who else? Unfortunate, we have lost Jack Blun earlier. You may have seen that. That was an unfortunate incident. No one could have seen that coming. Oh, and so we have Apex here. Oh, and look at this car. The AlphaTauri, the most beautiful car on the racing circuit, I think. It's my personal preference, that's for sure, and that's the only one that really matters. So, at least I have the microphone. Now, oh, look at this fellow here. It's Tristan, everyone's good friend, yes. How he fits in a Formula 1 car, no one will know. He's tall is the point there. But here he rolls around in his Haas racing machine. Around this final section here on his outlap, and we are going to ride on board here and see what we can, what Tristan can show us. So, here's what France looks like. Realized that I was probably totally screwing up the Simracer coin thing there. You can probably see it now. But, so, you know, I suck. Back to Tristan. Look out, you ahead. You're slow. Out of the way, you. Oh, or maybe on a lap, and it's just... Anyway. Oh, it's Drew. Oh, he must be beginning his lap. No worries, Drew. Oh, no. Oh, he avoids catastrophe. I thought he was going to invalidate as he comes to the line. P5 for Tristan. We'll take that. That's a good little starter lap there. Now, who's next? Who's next? Who else is on a lap? Coming around, there is A. Not you. And certainly not you. Sorry for rolling. Is it Liam? No, it is correct, Savant. Beginning his lap. What will he do? So, we'll check in with him in a moment. There is an Alfa Romeo back on the track. A reddish car coming to the line. Is that... Oh, why, it's LH44 beginning his lap. Let's see what he can do, I wonder. We always know that he is a threat in qualifying. And remember, once again, this is Q1, folks. There's 2 more rounds to go. A lot can happen. I think there are a handful of drivers perhaps just thinking I'm going to set one lap alone. I'm good enough to do that, and that's just going to shut it down. And this driver here, Mr. Ford, look at with purple sector 1. Take that, other drivers, in your attempts at sector 1. It's me, LH44. Here I come now. Oop. See. Oh, take that, you. I don't need your guidance, Mr. Safety Cone there. You're not needed. Oh, in sector 2. The same as sector 1, purple. Yellow ahead, who could that be? It's a grey car. It's not Mr. Beefy. Is that Tristan? What are you doing, sir? What's happened with you? Oh, careful. Don't be in the way by staying out of the way. Because here comes LH44. Let's stay with him. Here he comes. I bet it says P1. Oh! And Magnus Nicolay says, "You're stupid, Sir Roland, because I'm P1. Look at me, my orange car. It's a McLaren, and you missed it. How dare you? Because I'm P1, and LH44 was not good enough this day, this time, this moment to catch me. So there." You said he'd be P1. Well, look at me. My name is Magnus. Write it down. Take some notes. I'm a threat. Let's see, who have we not looked at yet? We have not heard from... Oh, Cairo, what have you, sir? The orange... We missed the first orange car. We will try to not miss the second, but there are people coming around, I think. Further, perhaps, Mr. Cardiff? No, beginning his lap. A yellow machine. Is that Drew? Oh, let's not miss him. Oh, I must have been wrong. Oh. Let's see, has Thomas just done that? Let's find someone. There is a Red Bull coming. So let's go back to, is it Mr. Savant? It is. Let's see what correct Savant has here for the field. In the relatively flat-ish part of France, I guess. Some sort of undulations here and there, but nothing to get in a fuss over. There he comes. There he goes. He's 10th. Now, who else? The orange car. We missed the one. Let's not miss the other. We're trying to do that. That was Cairo. What are you doing, Cairo? What will your time be? Where will it put you? Ooh, good for you, sir. Cairo goes P5. His teammate Magnus, P1, still 130.212, 7/10, and that's, boy, 0 for 2 on giving Magnus his praise, because that's 7/10 faster than his nearest opponent, Mr. LH there. So, yeah, I am just not good at what I attempt to do sometimes, and here are some examples here today. Now, moving back here, we have Thomas. He must be coming in. 2-lap old balloonies, though. That's not good. Mr. Maverick. Is he perhaps setting another lap? He does not... Oh, he loves to come into the pits. Never mind. I was about to say something cool about what he does with his tires and smoking them and, you know, yeah. It just did not work out there for me at all. Now, oh, you've invalidated. Away we go. Next, it appears that is a Williams. Who? Oh, me, oh my! It's Evil Hunter. He is on a lap, and he hunts evil. I guess. Here he comes. Look out, Evil! It's me. I have red striped tires, and I am a danger when I have that. Off of the final turn, past the DRS sign. Accordingly, he opens the little winglet and P2 for Evil Hunter still. 7/10 back of Mr. Magnus. Only 18 thousandths is that between him and Mr. 44. That's pretty neat. Coming around the track, it appears to be an AlphaTauri. of... Oh, is that Rayner himself? About to begin his lap. Behind him, we have Liam trying to get to 2. How would this work out between these racing drivers? They're very close on track here. Curious. There goes Rayner and the other Alpha Tauri. They're just a beautiful livery. Here he goes now. And again. As we close in on the end of qualifying 1. What can the league's namesake do here in France? Opens his wing. Closes it. Brake rotors glowing. Now, I have not seen any purple sector. Oh, speak of the devil there. Rayner says, shut up, you. I'm setting purple sectors. You just wait. Be patient there, Mr. Poley. I'll show you what's going on here. I know the score. I'm on the trot. Okay. Here he comes. Currently in 18th position, just because he has not taken a lap yet, so that's, doesn't mean anything, but where will he jump to here? That was impressive. Can anyone do anything with Magnus? No, Rayner can do nothing with Mr. Magnus at all. Goes P4. Less than 1 minute remaining here. Oh, there's a grey car. I'm going to miss it. Is that Tristan coming around on a lap? Believe it may have been. Now we do see Mercedes vehicles coming round that 2-lap old tires. Certainly you're not going to set a faster lap, are you? No, you've invalidated. Thomas, what have you, sir? Nothing. Benjamin. We are waiting and looking, and I am waiting to see who might be able to do something. Is it Liam? Will Liam be able to improve? Nope. It has turned red, and that means he's invalidated back there where it turned red. That is unfortunate for Liam. Let's go back to Bagos. Can Bagos do anything? We know he can. A mighty slide from Bagos, and he controls it. Certainly, though, that will eliminate any chance he had there of setting a fast time. Back we go to Mr. Savant, who will not be setting a faster lap. I'm sure Tristan has... sorry. Mercedes. The other one. 3 laps. You're not gonna... That's it. I believe this is how Q1 is going to end here for tonight. That's it there. Magnus set a big lap. I think I personally sort of forgot there for a minute that this was Q1. It was like, he did it, yay! Nope, 2 rounds to go. But good for you nonetheless, sir. Ended up being 3/10. Rayner did set a second lap, and I completely missed it. Good for you, buddy. Let's try to roll home with you before it takes away. Look at him. He's pleased. Whee! So, let's see, who is eliminated here? That's interesting. Q1, we will lose... what is it? What is it? Back to 16th? Tristan, are you out? We'll wait and see. Could Maverick be out as well? I'm stupid. I don't know how it works. I'm sure it's somewhere back there. Then it'll get cut off down to the top 10. I know that for Q3, and that'll be exciting. Who do you think it will be? I can't see any comments anywhere. I am a failure at technology and have no idea how to make that function work, but Hopefully that's going well. But I'm sure you're saying interesting things. And that is Q1 there, and we will join you back momentarily for Q2. And we're back. Ah, there it is. I was correct, look at me. I have moments every once in a while, I get it right there. And 15th through 20th, Liam, Tristan, Psycho, Tabby, Benjamin Cardiff, Jack Blun, and Iron Knight. Now, Iron Knight did not set a time, neither did Jack Blun, but Iron Knight, perhaps there was some sort of penalty involved. Perhaps he has a qualifying ban of some sort for some sort of malfeasance in a prior race, or maybe not at all. Maybe he just didn't feel like it and he's ready to stomp the field back from behind. Either way, he'll be starting last. And we move on to qualifying 2. So, now, the interesting thing about qualifying 2, of course, is the tires that you set your lap on here will be the tires that you start on if you're in the top 10, if you make it to Q3. Everyone else gets 2, you know. Get new ones, I think. And that's neat. Yes, indeed, it's a penalty definitely worth taking, that's for sure. Each and every racing driver wants to be on pole here in France, each and every week, regardless of where we are. And who is that rolling out first onto the circuit? It is someone. We'll find out momentarily. It's a long pit lane here. Qualifying. Unnecessary evil. It's not an evil necessarily, it's a lengthy evil. It's fun though. Who's on track? There we go. Nismo. Correct, Savant, and Hefe. So again, after Q2, 4 more drivers will be eliminated. Unless perhaps someone, in addition to that, crashes or something, I suppose, then, well, you're out too, buddy. But we'll see who that will be. There have been several different pole sitters here on Friday nights. Tracks turn red there, invalidated on his outlap, but that means nothing. I do think you have to be careful a bit, though, not to do that too many times. Even in they will nick you. I think if you do that too many times, they'll still penalize you. I could be wrong there, but I feel like that's perhaps happened. But who knows? Now, Nismo is about to begin his lap, and hot on his tail is teammate Hefe. Are they going to try to work together in some fashion? Nope, not right here anyway. He may get a bit of a draft into there, but I'm not quite certain. And he has invalidated, unfortunate for Nismo. We will then switch over to his teammate Hefe, who is next on track. What can he do here? What kind of lap can he lay down? What sort of gauntlet? Oh, purple. Oh, yes, first one though, but still. Always nice to see purple. Makes you feel good. Still drivers waiting in the garage, waiting to come out. When will they? When will they set their lap? Evil Hunter is on his outlap. We'll make sure to check in on that momentarily. What can Hefe as there's a flag in Sector 2. Someone losing it just a bit there. Looks like a Williams. Perhaps right now behaving more like a bit of a, dare I say it, a Williams. Oh, it was Mr. Hunter, perhaps evil hunted back. And heavy goes P1. Good for you, sir. Wonderful. 132.096, but will it hold? Who is next to come round? That would be... Oh, there's a couple cars ahead of you. Not you. Is it Maverick? Oh, Maverick goes P2. Could do nothing with Heffy's lap. 1.4 behind. Oh my, let me bring this up real quick and see what tires that these drivers have fitted. All on the medium tires. Interesting indeed. At least interesting to me anyway. Perhaps each and every one of them apparently knows exactly why and what they're doing, but... yeah, whatever. Interesting though to me, I suppose. You expect to see, but apparently the drivers know something that this reporter does not know. So we will continue to ride along here, ride along, and wait and see. We'll see what these drivers have for us here today. Always curious, always interesting. Waiting to see how qualifying will turn out. 9:37 remains. Q2 is, where we are. Now, hold on. Where did I put... I had... Hold on. I had a fact sheet. Let me see here. Nope. Oh yes, apparently at here at this circuit there is a coffee shop called Lights Out and Away We Go, and I find that interesting. So, there's that. I looked it up on Google Maps, and it's there. It's right there on the map. You can see it. You zoom in far enough, and there it is. We have orange cars. They are on out laps. Is there anyone coming round to actually set a lap? Pay attention. You're doing not very well here in Q2. Let's get your head in the game here, Mr. Poley. It's not Apex. It says outlap. You can clearly see that. You can read. At least you can read. We'll stay here with Mr. Evil Hunter as he comes round on mediums, as everyone else does. Oh, look, Maverick is in the pits, and Maverick has switched to softs. Will that be what everyone else will do? As Evil Hunter goes P4. Drew O, we've missed you. Apologies to Mr. O. He has taken his Renault and put it on pole. Oh, a little bit of rhyming there, and I enjoy that from time to time. He has gone, let's see, 131.8. That's 2 tenths quicker there than his opponent, Heffy. Next, coming round, it appears to be, Reddish Bull. That may be... No. There's an orange car. That could be Magnus. Now, Magnus was very fast in Q1. What does he have to say in Q2? As he comes round the final turn here, gets on the throttle. Well, if you enjoyed Q1, I hope you're ready for episode 2, because it's happening right now and it is going the same way as episode 1. Magnus Nikolai? Magnus is doing quite well and telling his opponents, you suck. Now, can anyone return the favor? Can anyone return the unnecessary insult to Magnus that he has just insulted them with? Thank you. Mrs. Poley has just walked in, offering me some lovely baked goods, and I'm going to enjoy one of those momentarily. So, everyone at home, viewers worldwide, in your homes, wave a friendly hand to Mrs. Poley, and I'll be back momentarily. That was tasty, and it is Maverick trying himself to lay down a tasty lap here. See, yep, classic Maverick. Take that, front left. But the front left loves it, as does his friend front right. They're all comfortable with one another. Here he comes. What say you, Maverick? Unbelievable. Second place for Maverick. It is still Magnus. On his medium tires, 4/10 faster than Maverick's effort on the softs. Well, that is something. Now, let's see. Next, it's a reddish vehicle. Nope. That is that a Williams? Nope, that's an outlapping, that fellow. Is it Tomas? It is. And he's on mediums, and I like this shot quite a bit. When we get it during the race, it's pretty nice. I like it. So here comes Tomas as, correct savant. Look at your thing there. Back goes correct savant, FIFA, beefy. And Mr. Rayner are out on track for their outlaps. It is all coming down to it with less than 4 minutes to go here. At least that's what my clock says. Now remember, the drivers do see quite often a different time. Or that could be just during short qualifying sessions, I'm not sure. Either way, we are closing in on the end here, and it is getting... well, the temperature is rising. What can Tomas say? I believe every other vehicle coming towards the line there is on an outlap, is that correct? Let me see here. Yes it is. Good for me. Unless I'm wrong, then I'll feel stupid. What can Tomas do? Where is Tomas in points? That's what, I'm sure many of the fans are wondering here. And let's look at that. Since we're riding with him here, let's see if we can find it. There it is, championship standings. Ooh! Tomas! Good for you, sir. That's, a purple sector too. You must be pleased with yourself there. Tomas is, 5th in points. That's wonderful for you, sir. Good for you. Remember, we are coming off of an, yes, of course, last week at Canada, the victor was Mr. Beefy. Second place was... who was second place there? It's hard for me to see. Second place was Apex. He's a quality fellow. And Iron Knight was P3. That was your podium. So, how will this week work out? And what has Tomas got to say? P10. Expecting more of that. Purple Sector 2. He must have had some struggles in Sector 3 now. It is all behind him, and a Purple Sector 2 for Correct Savant. I don't know what Mr. Beefy or Mr. Rayner had to say prior to that, but Correct Savant has gone purple. Now he is on the soft red stripy tires. Rayner is coming round. that beautiful, aggressive AlphaTauri livery always adds a couple tenths of speed. What does Rayner have to say here? The final turn down the front straight, and he goes P4. Magnus has retired, of course. He says he's not worried one bit at all. Of course, he's through to Q3. Now, who was that behind? I missed it. Correct, Savant went P2. Sorry, Mr. Savant, I missed your lap there. 1/10 behind. Let's get back on track. It is not Nismo. It is not Heffy. Who is coming? It's a pink car. That was Bagos is on his outlap, yes. So, it's not Tomas. Yes, indeed, they are all coming into the pits. Not Bagos, of course, though. He is going to come across the line in time to set a lap. Good for you. He cut it close, but away he goes on brand new red striped soft tires. Who will make it through to the final qualifying round right now? Cairo has retired. Mr. 44 has retired. They're out. Mr. Beefy, can you survive? Are you beefy enough, sir? We will find out. Will the Haskar or Bagos be able to... No, it's too late. There was a moment and I hit the brake there on that joke for a moment and I ruined it. So, going forward, what can Bagos do? It's all about timing and momentum, and showing the truth of that is Bagos going fastest in the second sector. Now carry that momentum, Mr. Bagos. Do it. Can he come round and get himself into Q3? This is pretty exciting. Thank you, Mr. Bagos. He is out there. Everyone has laid down rubber for his run. Keep it clean, Mr. Bagos. And what will you do, sir? It was a purple sector 2. What will sector 3 say? Oops. Well, for those of you who enjoyed episode 1 of qualifying, in which Magnus stole the show, and enjoyed the beginning of episode 2, where Magnus once again appeared to be dominating. Well, good shows are all about twists and turns, as are good racetracks, and Mr. Bagos has thrown quite a twist here, as he outturned his opponents. And he's P1, going into Q3, so good for you, sir. Let's look here. So out is Mr. Beefy. Not quite beefy enough. Cairo, LH, and Tomas, unfortunately, will not be joining us in Q3. Let's move on here and see who's got what it takes. Oh, I don't get to hit any buttons. I was about to hit X, and it wasn't going to do anything, so I have to wait. Just like you. Well, that was exciting indeed. Just when you think qualifying is going to be a little bit of ho-hum, Bagos throws a little wrench into it, and now Q3. Wait, I wonder what the weather's going to do. Ooh, I don't think I can see that. Engines are roaring to life, and these racing drivers are ready to go. Who has what tire fitted? Fitted, please, yes. Of course, all of them will go out on the softs. No one going to go out on mediums. That would be silly. Ooh. Ooh. I like that pit exit there. That was very enjoyable to be a part of. You viewers at home, who do you think it's going to be? I'm not sure. It's hard to guess with so many wonderful, wonderful racing drivers here. I know from personal experience, each and every one of these drivers is, well, not half bad. Apex going out there and, as his name implies, hitting those apexes quite hard. The steward saying, even on your outlap, sir, you best be careful because we know you. many aggressive racing drivers here tonight. Who is the most aggressive out there, I would say? If I had to say, who pushes you? Well, I think that would have to be Evil Hunter. Indeed. Very aggressive racing driver. Not to say that any of the other racing drivers are big sallies or anything, but, yeah, he'll push you, that's for sure. I suppose with a name like that, you couldn't not, you couldn't, you have to be aggressive. You can't just be back there. Excuse me, sir, can I please? May I please pass? So yes, good for you, sir. Now, he is the first to set a lap here, or to be about to set a lap here. Now, are each and every one of the racing drivers out there are, as it says, out lap? Now, Apex, what can you do? Did that look like a raindrop to you, the viewer at home there? Let's go back again and look. Oh, indeed, I do see raindrops. The skies are grey. I should write a song about that. Gonna be dropping on his head. Yep, I can make a song about that. Now, Apex. Around the racing circuit he goes. That is a lovely shade of purple there for Mr. Apex in Sector 2. Can he follow through? Can he bring it round? I think he may be in what is often referred to as the catbird seat, because the track is not going to get any drier, ladies and gentlemen here. That's not how rain works. That's not how precipitation works at all. I mean, unless a little bit just drops right there, and then that's it, and it's baking sun afterwards, but... Anyway, Mr. Apex might be the one. If he can set a good clean lap here, the others behind him might be at a disadvantage. 1:30.936. Now, can anyone behind him do anything? Who was next? Yep, Bagos did it quick. Wouldn't even have a chance to find him. It was a second quicker, my dear. Next is Raina. What can Raina do? He goes P3. Behind him it is Mr. Savant, who has invalidated. That is not what we wanted. Magnus, you have to reclaim your glory, sir. Will you? Not yet. Not yet. It's P2 for Magnus, but we all know they're going to come round and put on new racing tires. Ooh, here comes Mr. Hunter. Only capable this moment of going P5, but we know there's more in the tank from him. Drew O is there in 5th place. Behind him, who is it? Is it Heffy? No, it is Nismo, who also has invalidated. That is unfortunate. Behind there is a blue car. Is that Apex? I'm sure he's coming in. Is anyone going to set a second lap? I don't know. Very impressive here, trying to pay attention. Who's next? Apex not doing anything there, of course. Happy with what he's done. Certainly Bagos is not going to set a second lap, of course not. That would be quite stupid indeed. Maverick, are you on a lap, sir? He might be. Hopefully then the pink car of Bagos will get... No, Bagos will be well out of the way. Good for you. Into the pits he goes, I'm sure. As Maverick himself goes into the pits, as does not the car behind. Is that Raina? What have you, sir? Are you going again? Get it. Incapable of besting his lap before. Perhaps just playing a game, perhaps saying, I need just one tick more bit of rubber on track for my next run. I know the rain's gonna lighten up. Maybe it's not, and maybe this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, has Bagos done it? Is it over? Has Bagos claimed victory here in qualifying 3? This is interesting indeed. Now who is coming round? Heffy, no, it's Nismo. Can this mode do anything? Is the track capable of sustaining speed? Ooh, that sounded funny. I don't know if you, the viewer, heard that at home, but that motor sounded interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. The racing drivers may be going to their garages there and, excuse me, their garages, and, calling it a day. This might be it. The track may be gone. Surely no one can go out there on new tires of any sort and complete a lap that is faster than Mr. Baggles. I do not think it can be done, and I do believe that qualifying is going to conclude this way. Now, will all the drivers retire in pit lane, or will someone hang on, hoping that perhaps the track might dry, that they could set a lap? What will happen? Just, I'd say it does not look good one bit at all. The big question is, what is going to happen in the race? That's what I wonder. Do you? Well, I do. I will say that for my own personal taste, I truly hope that it goes dry, that it is a dry race, because yes, I mean, everyone, some people like the racing in the rain, and it takes a lot of skill, blah blah blah, but I like to see a dry race where everyone can just let it all hang out and, you know, that. Now, it's not over. Evil Hunter says, I can do something. Is once again, or is he just perhaps toying with people? Did he go out on an old set and he's just like, I'm not really going out, and he's gonna come into the pits right now? Or will he set a lap? He's going to try it. Rain is a falling, he is a sliding. DRS still open, that's a good sign. Still allowed to do that. Stewards still saying it's safe enough, I suppose, for that, but round he goes to turn 1, there's turn 2. I'm assuming, yep, 3. I don't see there's any way, shape, or form that he is going to turn any color purple here on this sector here. But you do applaud it, and I like it. Going out there and just, look at you, sir. His bold attempt is, that's what makes Evil Hunter a fan favorite. He goes out there and he gives the fans a show, and you can hear the fans roar. Oh yes, that classic Evil Hunter. Now don't get penalized there, sir. Back on the racing circuit with you. Yes, the fans love it though. They roar in applause as their favorite racing driver, Evil Hunter, gives them quite a show. Look at those fans there on the side, elated. Classic, good Formula One action. You know, you couldn't do that in the old days. They'd say, oh, we're old and we don't approve of that sort of thing here. Please stop doing that. But no, today, with, you know, in good taste, in a good timing, it's raining, no one else is out there. Good times. I think we all approve of that, and if you don't, well, screw you. Now, okay. Oh, did the 50-meter board survive there? Okay, let's make sure we don't, yeah. So that would be the end of qualifying here, and it is Bagos who came out. It was the battle between himself and Magnus there, and very exciting it was indeed, and it is Bagos who has taken pole, Magnus in second place. Then we do have Apex and Reina, teammates there, which I do like that. And that's one thing I've not mentioned yet is the constructors. And let's look at qualifying there, because the constructors standings here, AlphaTauri in second place, 2 points behind the AlphaTauris, dear sweet fancy me. That is exciting. And they are starting P3 and P4, unless my just colours of blue are off, but I'm pretty sure the correct savant does not have it. Yep, that's them. Good for you guys. And where are the Alfa Romeos? Because is Maverick one. No, Maverick is a Ferrari, right? Not good. Not good there. As far as the constructor is concerned, as far as the other teams, but for Rainer and Apex, good for you boys. Now, we are about to move on to the race, and that's the part that I like. I'm sure you, the viewer at home, do as well. And it's time to get going, so sit back, go get some tea or something, or whatever it is you drink. And we'll be back in just a few moments. No, it was quicker than I thought. Good to be back with you. Now, there's your qualifying there. It's Bagos, Magnus, Apex, Rainer, Druo, Evil Hunter, Hefe, Maverick, Nismo, Correct Savant, and the rest of the field. Very exciting indeed here as we are heading into the race again. Let's hope for a dry race. And in my ears rings the haunting song of my good friend Mr. Gavlar, who always wishes for a wet race. And that's why Gavlar doesn't have many friends. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Gavlar is a wonderful gentleman and friend, but he likes wet races, and I always tell him, shut up. There's a little song he sings and everything, but whatever. Yeah, good fun, I suppose. Now, clock at the top indicates that there are 25 seconds remaining. They really make you work for it here in France. The intervals here, though. Bagos laid down a good lap there, but again the rain affected it. I thought for sure that Apex was going to have the fast lap, but Magnus was right there, as was Bagos. Rainer tried his best, as did the rest, but it was not to be. Helpful tips there in the bottom of the screen. Struggling with oversteer? Get better. Practice more. And on we go to the race. Thank goodness. Now, if we look along the pit lane here, all the drivers. Now, how many drivers were fortunate enough here to not have a teammate? I suppose they all have teammates here. Is it a full grid tonight? That would be wonderful. Each and every racing driver will have to be careful not to get stuck in the pits or block his teammate in behind, although you don't really feel that bad about it when it happens to your teammate. When it happens to you, it's really quite terrible indeed. But anyway, as all the racing drivers prepare, selecting their setups. Who will it be indeed? And we are ready to go here. Let's get this ready. We need intervals. That's the one I care about the most. That's going to show me what I want, and I also would like to have your tire choice. There it is. We'll look at that first, and then we'll switch to position change. But out front again, it is Bagos. Let's start at the back of the pack, actually. It is our good friend Jack Blun. An very unfortunate incident in qualifying, and it's good to see him on track. That's a long wait, my goodness, a long wait, but he is ready to go. Iron Knight in 19th in the Renault. Our good friend Benjamin Cardiff, there he is, sir. They're showing the predicted pit stop strategy, medium to hard, soft, medium, medium. Who will do what? It's hard to tell. Psycho Tubby in 17th in the Racing Point. Tristan, there you are in the Haas car. Starting on the soft tire. Ooh, the one and out. No, two tires. Iron Knight, two racing drivers. Iron Knight, and also here Liam starting on the hard tire. How will that work out for you, sir? We'll wait and see. Tomas in the Alfa Romeo, and there's his teammate Alfa Romeo. We were just speaking about the Constructors' Championship, and my, oh my, it is Apex and Rainer with a huge advantage here. Cairo in 12th in the McLaren. There's Mr. Beefy, Tristan's teammate in the Haas. Mr. Savant there in 10th in the Red Bull. Nismo, 9th. Maverick, again, there's the predict pit stop strategy. That's a different one. That's soft, medium, lots of letters, lots of tire colors there. It's nice to look at. Heavy in 7th. Oh, there was that shot I love. Off we go to Evil Hunter. He's ready to hunt evil here today. Look out. Drew O. Reyna in P4. Apex, his teammate in the AlphaTauri in P3. Magnus in P2 and Bagos in P1. Who will it be? I really don't know. But we're going to have to wait and see. As we always do, as the drivers come round, it appears to have been a fairly harmonious formation lap. There appears to be a bit of a gap there between some red cars and some blue cars, but that's alright, not too bad. This is what we've been waiting for, though, isn't it? And I'm excited. Finally, we get down to some action. Let's go to position change. Get rid of this and find who is it that's going to give us the best view to ride along with for the start here. Going to find... Let's find it. This must be a better one. Give me something better there, Codemasters, please. Who will it be? Let's hope we get lucky here with a good view as a Red Bull doesn't get such a great start back in the back there, but it's Bagos leading them down into turn 1. Will it be clean? Contact made as I see a spinning Mercedes back there. It is the Renault beating and banging up against the AlphaTauri there. Drew, oh! My, that was close, but on they go, on they battle. Back behind, it is Fifi and the Haas being chased by LH. Tristan hot on his tail. Up ahead, Apex looks to be making a move there. Back on Drew, but no, tucks back in. Up front, Reyna is... Did he... Oh, I thought perhaps he had just made the pass, but he has not. No, he's hot though on Magnus's tail end there. What can Reyna do? As Drew O is dropping through the field, what has happened to Drew O? Let's get back there and see. Oh no, that was him there to the inside. Did you see him? Because I did. It was a stricken racing machine, and that is a full course safety car. Unfortunate for our good friend Drew O. Oh no. And of course, the question is, who has damage? Who will pit? As you can see, Apex is coming in. Will Apex require a wing change? He will. Who else is in the pits? Who's making stops there? There's Apex again. We're stuck there. Correct Savant coming in. I see a wing change perhaps there as well on... I could not tell what car that was, but out they come. This safety car will certainly have thrown a wrench into someone's plans, that's for certain. There's still Bagos out front, followed by Magnus. Reyna has moved up one position into P3. Good for you, buddy. There we have Evil Hunter and P4 up 2 positions. Mr. Beefy feeling quite that indeed. Up 6 positions, as is LH44. Tomas, 7 positions, but ooh, look at this. Look at this. Everyone, hey, you. Look. You at home. Look, it's Jack Blum. I'm up 12 positions. Hooray! Psycho Tebby up 8 positions, Iron Knight 9. Liam there, 4 positions, Benjamin Cardiff 6 now. From there, Tristan is the only other gainer, up 2 positions, and then it just gets... Well, the numbers look gross, of course, but we know there's just time to bide and wait. Some of those drivers pit. Some of those drivers were involved in accidents. Of course, we have lost Drew O, and that is oh so unfortunate. But What will happen up front when we get this safety car restart? What will Bagus do here? What kind of leader is he under safety car conditions? Will he let the pace car get far, far ahead? Will he hold tight? It remains to be seen. Now, they're not going to go green here for at least another lap or so now. Looks as though there's just that one Mercedes back there. He'll catch up, and perhaps we'll get lucky enough to go green this next time by. The field should be all bunched back up together, even if, like, several cars pit, so I think we should be good. We'll hope for that. We want to see lots and lots of green flag racing from these racing drivers, and I'm sure we're going to get plenty more of it. Now, look at them. Weaving left, right, warming up their tires. Occasionally spacing out to get warmth in their brakes. Don't rear end me, please. I'm just warming up my brakes. Be careful behind me there. Now let's go back through the field. Let's work our way back from the pack. We have Heffy and Nismo. Now let's look at some things here. Who has stopped? Yes, so from Correct Savant on down, they have all stopped. So they are good to go as far as the rules are concerned. And the rules must be followed, of course, but that may not be a winning strategy just yet. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, position change, stops, we've seen that now, and tires that they're on. So these drivers at the back from Correct Savant on back. Correct Savant has taken a medium tire, as has Cairo, Nismo, and Heffy. Tristan, Apex, and Maverick are saying, they're saying we're going to the end. Now, if this race goes green, and if those drivers can be smooth enough, will Maverick and his two friends ahead of him, Apex and Tristan, will they be able to work together? Get to the front. You can say work together, but you're not going to. Can they make it? That's a big question. Now, what we want is some racing action here, boys. Hopefully we'll get the safety car in this time. Hopefully they'll be kind and see that we're all together here. We're ready to go. Oh, and there it is. Race control. Safety car in this lap. Thank you. Now, Bagus is on the soft tires. Everyone behind him on the mediums. How much life is left in those tires? He should be able to hold off these drivers here on the restart, and here we are seeing what is he doing here. He is the type of driver who appears to be letting the safety car get a nice little way ahead there, and I like that. Gives him more control and minimizes the chance that people in the back are going to get, or even you up front, are going to get kind of held up by a glitch that can happen. If you're too close to the safety car, well, you'll be on the gas and you won't go anywhere, and people will pile up, and it's misery. But it appears as though Bagos is doing one fine job indeed. And he is released, and he is away. Woohoo! That was fun to watch. Away goes Bagos. No threats into turn one for Bagos. Let's go to the back of the pack. Let's give these boys some love as they work their way up the front straightaway. Everyone keeping it clean. There appeared to be a battle there. Correct Savant goes inside of Benjamin Cardiff. Very aggressive, and behind that leaves Mr. Cardiff open, but he slams the door, and behind that it is Apex. Woo! Making a move on Mr. Cardiff as well. Look out behind. The action is pretty action-y because, well, look at it. Look at what they're doing. They're racing pretty hard there, and I'm enjoying it. Now, it appears they've straightened out. Oh, I don't know. I may have spoken too soon, because do you see the run that Nismo is about to get? He's got a penalty already, but he is about to get a massive run. A massive run indeed. These boys are going at it and going at it, well, pretty aggressively. Ooh. Careful you. Both of them showing amazing racing craft there, giving one another space. How will it pan out down here? Watching that gap between Evil Hunter and Reyna. I'm about to switch to it, but my goodness, this is really, well, enjoyable. Let's get back up there at the front. Reyna trying to, Evil Hunter, I mean, trying to close in there on Reyna. That is the closest gap there at the front, it appears. Excellent fighting there in the back of the pack. Now, how can the boys at the front do? You're up there. Show us why. Evil Hunter. Catching up to the back of Raina. And that's what's happening right now. So, there you go. Back behind it is LH44, who is trying to catch up to FIFA Beefy. As a position changes back there, Liam gets around Psycho Tubby. Appears that all went okay. I don't know. Could have been awful. That might have been an incident right back there. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Heffy gets around Maverick. Or vice versa. No, Heffy isn't. Trying to watch for intervals. Always correct, Savant. What are you doing? About to pass Mr. Tubby there. As we come round, I believe on the next lap we may get indications that the drag reduction system might be open. Am I jumping the gun there? I hope not. Who else is battling hard? Oh, back there, Apex. Apex. It's always happening where Apex is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It is Tristan, it is Apex, it is Cairo. Ooh, and who else is there? That's, someone. Who is that? The fourth guy. Oh, it's Cairo. Around these boys go. Let's go back with Cairo for a moment and ride on board. Oh no! Catastrophe! Has he gotten a shove there from Nismo? Oh no, me! Oh my. Speaking of incidents, that one I'm sure will show up in Mr. Discord later tonight. Unfortunate. Ill-timed, perhaps. A little early aggression that went a bit too far. We will find out later, I'm sure. Oh, terrible, terrible. And up front, oh, I'm sorry and all that. I've lost track of Raina has gotten around. Someone. Bagos is dropping. That's what's happening. Those soft tires of Bagos, I believe, are beginning to give up, and the medium tires are taking over. I do believe that might be the case. Yes, look there, Bagos. A train beginning to form behind him here. It's a short train, consisting of Mr. 44 and Tomas, who, ooh, look at that, they did not get the qualifying ever they wanted. They are moving forward now. Apex in the back, bringing the Constructors' title back into the... perhaps the advantage of the Alfa Romeos now. Oh, and a car is around there. It is LH44. No. Unfortunate, we missed just barely. I do believe what actually occurred there. Now, let's get back focused again and looking for intervals because, let's see, Magnus is still our leader. He is way out front there. 1.3 seconds. Have you seen it? I've been seeing it. It's crazy. There, Apex is 4 tenths behind. Back in the back there, Nismo. Nismo is next to Cairo there. Those two going at it. Nismo involved in that incident just a moment ago. Apex again closing in as he's prone to do. Bagos is dropping up front. What will Apex do here? Bagos has had something happen. We'll see him momentarily because they are approaching him quickly. He's in the pits. That's what's happened. So it wasn't so bad as after. Now, back up front. Liam, what are you doing? You are close behind Iron Knight there. Jack Blund, that is the story of the race so far for this reporter. Jack Blund. There are several cars queued up behind him there, but Jack Blund had a tremendous start here. Again, let's look at... Ooh, penalties real quick. Towards the back there are some, but... position change, there it is again. Jack Blund and Iron Knight both. Woo. And Iron Knight slams the door there on Mr. Blund. Mr. Blund, well done you, buddy. Behind him it is Liam, who certainly will have quite a run here. This is a very fast racing circuit here, and there are two particular letters one must mind, and we both know that's P and Q, and it appears as though Liam... I'm not sure if he minded one there, because he came across the track, perhaps. That is a tricky little part there, perhaps gaining too much speed as he approached his opponent. That can happen. There's a lot of speed gained as inside he looks again. Correct Savant looks, I should say, on Liam. A bold move there, almost. Very close racing indeed here. Back at the back, Cairo trying to close the gap there on Nismo. All of them tied together there behind Tristan. It was up front. It is Magnus Rayner, Evil Hunter, FIFA, Bifi, and Tomas. Let's go to Tomas here, who's trying to close in for 4th place. Can you do anything, sir? Jack Blunt concedes the position there to Liam. What tires did Jack Blunt start on? Let's look at that, because he is doing a fine job. That's not what you want there. Yes, indeed, Jack Blunt started on the softs. Now Iron Knight and Liam on those hard tires. They're making it work. Apex trying to make it work. Tristan as well. Those other two are doing well so far on those hard tires indeed. Tomas, can you close in there on Mr. Beefy? As Tristan receives a 3-second time penalty, the steward saying, well, 3 seconds for you, buddy. Now, back in the back. Bagos. Struggling after that start there. He'll want to do better and perform faster here and get his way back to the front where he belongs. Jack Blunt maintaining 9th place. That's the big story so far for me. Let's move down back here to the small intervals where Nismo and Heffy are trying to track down Tristan. Tristan goes wide there. Did he perhaps receive anything? And no, there, I don't think so. Just perhaps his tires, they're being hard. Nismo's mediums are perhaps much better right now at this stage, and I think that's all it was. So good for you, Nismo. Nice move there, buddy. As LH44, what has happened to you? No, no, no. What has happened? Can we catch it? Is his car stricken? Dead along the roadside? Where are you, buddy? Do you require AAA assistance? Some sort of wrecker? Nope, he's on pit lane, that's all it was. Did he have damage? Let's look there. What has happened there to LH? It will be a wing change there. Unless that guy's just super strong and he says, I'll be the jack of the car, look at me. I work out every day. And so, Tomas still trying to close the gap there on FIFA Beefy. Nismo trying to close the gap on Psycho Tubby. And those are the 2 closest gaps there on the racing circuit currently. Nismo, we must find you. Are you going to do it, sir? Indeed he is. A little slide there, but not to worry. Now, he does have penalties. Let's look at those again. Who has penalties here? Yikes. Well, correct Savant, Apex, Cairo and Tristan also in the penalty box so far. They'll want to not incur any more of those, I am very sure. Now let's look at stops. We haven't done that in a moment. Stops. Still to stop, it is Magnus Rayner, Evil Hunter, FIFA Beefy, Tomas Iron Knight, and Liam, Psycho Tubby, and that's it. Oh, Benjamin Cardiff also. When will these drivers decide to stop? I don't know. Back there behind, who was that? That is Heffy. Up front, Tomas, are you finally going to do it, my friend? Get around him, you. Tomas says, I'd like to get around you, Mr. Beefy. Please move out of the way. Mr. Beefy says, no, I'm far too beefy for you. Look at the large amount of beef in front of you. I will not be moved. You have to try harder than that, Mr. Tomas. Oh, back in the pack. What's going on there with Tristan? That's a small number there. That's 2/10. I like that. And it's slowing. It's slimming, I mean. As he approaches Psycho Tubby, will Tristan make the move? He won't. He will. No, he won't. Not yet. Could that perhaps be me just missing it and he had just lost the position? Perhaps not. He is getting a good run here. Come on, Tristan. Get around him. Zoom. Ooh, that is off. Moving back to... Nope, we must go back to Maverick as Maverick. Penalty free is closing in there. Oh, Maverick's going to get a fine run here, I do believe. Will he be patient and do something on the front straight away? Seems like his thing to do. DRS will be wide open. And away they go down the straightaway. He will make a move here onto Tristan. No, he won't. Tristan slams the door, says no. I will have none of that. Not right now. Nope. You're going to have to do better indeed. Nope. Ooh, Liam, what are you doing? All over the back of Iron Knight. And he is going to have DRS. There it is. You see it open now. Just as plain as day. That is a gap in the wing. Wind is going through it, thus allowing him to achieve a higher rate of speed as he hits the brakes down into this turn. Makes a right, a little bit more of one, straighten her out, and a 3-second time penalty. So I'm doing pretty good here. Sorry guys. It's not my fault, who am I kidding? I've driven it, I know. But it is a tricky circuit, they all are really though, as Heffy receives one himself. Pretty much you have to really focus all the time. It's hard sometimes to not receive penalties, but there are drivers who do it, like these guys here, yet to receive a penalty. What are the tires doing? What are the tires doing? Position changes again. Let's look at that real quick. Oof. Tomas and Iron Knight and Liam up many, many positions. Feel bad though, let us give credit where credit is indeed due. Oh, as I was just about to hit our lead as Rayner comes in. No wing change necessary here. A clean race for me, boys. That's what you call a fast pit stop, and I am back out. And Rayner is on the white striped hard tires. Good for you, buddy. He's going for the long haul. He is away. Now, where will he come out? Let's stick here. Careful on the line there, buddy. Now, what will he do? How hard will he push these hard tires? I'd say pretty hard. Right here at the start, there are cars right in front of him. That's right on board with Rayner as his good friend Tristan awaits perhaps a pass. Let's see. Completes the move down that part of the track there, whatever that is. It's a straightaway. A lovely move indeed. Now he sets his sights ahead on the driver ahead, which is Maverick. Now let's get back to watching those intervals closely, Mr. Poley. What have we got here? A big battle between McLaren and a Mercedes. Oh no, catastrophe for you, Mr. McLaren. You've hit your wing on that Mercedes and now your wing is back there. A steward will be picking that up later, selling it on eBay. Oh no. Well, oops for you. Racing is hard indeed, and perhaps a mistake there, or was there harder braking than expected? Either way, Cairo is going to have to pit. Unfortunate indeed. Now, looking back for intervals, where are they? Stay focused, Mr. Poley, stay focused as Rayner has made a move on Maverick. There it is there. We knew it was coming. He had set his sights a moment ago. I mentioned his sights, you remember. I talked about how he set them on something, and it was that guy, and he's done it. Ray. Oh, no, up front, here we go, Liam. Could it be? Will we have a battle for the lead here, folks? I sure hope so. Let's get back to our tires. I want to see where they're at here. Okay, hard tires and mediums as Liam hunts down Iron Knight. Speaking of hunting, where is Evil Hunter? Where is he? 10th. Hunting down Maverick. We may go to that momentarily, Mr. Hunter. Bagos. We'll keep an eye on Liam as Bagos is... Oh, take that, you! Whatever you were trying to indicate, we'll have none of it. We know where we're going. You're of no help at all. Oh, inside he goes on Evil Hunter. We were just mentioning Evil Hunter. What's going to happen here, oh my lord? The two Haas machines battling hard behind. It's Beefy and Tristan behind Bagos. Evil Hunter scampering there into the inside of Mr. Maverick. What will happen? I think I said a moment ago he might have been back there in that other battle. Sorry about that if I did. Back behind there. Oh, careful there, fellows. Mr. FIFA there's going around the outside of... Does he have no warnings? Sometimes there, folks, it is worth, getting a little warning from the stewards if you haven't gotten one yet. Screw it. I'll take one now, please. These guys battling hard indeed. Looking back for Heffy appears to... Oh, he's just pitting. Don't freak out or anything, but... inside goes Mr. Beefy. Whew. Good hard racing here by these racing drivers through the relatively flat but somewhat undulating part of France here. It's near the coast, so I don't know how... Yeah. Somewhat near the coast, anyway. I'm pretty sure there's... I think Africa is south of it, pretty much. South of France, yeah. I know geography! So, moving on, looking for intervals up front. Liam, are you doing it, sir? We need a battle for the lead. Now, you do have penalties. How many? Let's go back to those. Those are really... We need to just stay on that so we can keep abreast of what's going on. Tires, yes, they've got them, and if they pit, whatever, you're out. But penalties are where a lot of things are going to be decided, so I'll keep that there so you, the viewer at home, can really make sense of where we're at in real time. You're welcome. I'll assume many of you said thank you. Look at that, though. Back in the pack, if you look at your mini-map there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, a big train back there. Who is that? Just look behind Heavy, perhaps. Is that who is... No, it's behind the Maverick. Is that who's behind? Evil Hunter? Appears that a big train is closing in on Evil Hunter as Apex goes. Nope. Nismo is up to P4, but remember, 17 seconds of penalties. Here's got his work cut out for him, and Liam, can you do it? If you're going to do it, you're gonna have to do it and pull away, because 3 seconds of penalties. I think Iron Knight has it well within his capabilities to stay within 3 seconds, but maybe not. Maybe it's your day. Back to Maverick. Closing in on Bagos. Behind him, FIFA Beefy and Tomas. Looking at the rest of those intervals. Oh, sorry, I've almost missed it. I suck. Sorry, Liam. Around he goes, Iron Knight. Liam has taken the lead on track. No, Iron Knight's not done. Indeed, though Liam has the lead on track, the penalties will speak volumes. Both drivers on hard tires. Trying to go to the end of the race as Nismo picks up his 20th second in time penalties. I'm not sure what the limit is. Is it 30? He needs to be very careful indeed. Back behind, looking at other intervals. Where are they? Who is battling? It appears though Cairo is trying to do something. Let's not miss out on these boys at the back. Just because they're back there doesn't mean they're battling any less hard. Let's not miss it. Get him, Cairo. Except it's Jack. Don't get him then. I mean, just battle hard. And then I'll look away and I won't know who got the position. So just do that. Up front it is Magnus getting around Liam. Liam is dropping, it appears. Rayner has also gotten around him. What has happened to Liam? What has happened? Is he in the pits? Nope, just right there. I don't know what happened. Maverick all over the back of FIFA Beefy. I feel weird saying Beefy so much. But here we are. Now. Maverick still, look at this tight train that is behind. It really starts up there with Bagos. All these drivers. Still plenty of laps to go though here. Look at it. Lap 16 of 27 there. That's leaves 13 laps. So that's a good amount of racing here. Yet to go. Very exciting indeed. Iron Knight out front. Apex in second place now. That whatever happened up front there that I missed. This, however, right here, this is where all the intervals are the closest. Back there, you can see Liam closing in on the back of Tomas very hard there. Not too hard, I suppose, but there was contact, and it cost Liam. Lost a lot of ground there. Yes, indeed. These cars don't take too super kindly to Maverick again, saying, hello, you little smoke off my tires, and hello again. Maverick, the only one who can get away with that kind of thing all race long and still salvage a good result, but it is Tomas making the move there. How will it go into turn one? Oh, yikes. I'm sure That looked very close, indeed. Both racing drivers, though, giving each other plenty of space, as is their custom. And up front, we cannot miss Magnus. He is going for the lead. Nismo has found his way up there, but never to fear. I'm already here. And my name is Magnus, and I'm going to overtake the position here, so prepare for it. Here I am. Fight if you will. Inevitable. Let me just hold you up here for a moment, and away we go. Alright, and it's Magnus out into the lead, our own. Another unfortunate penalty there. Rayner has made his way there. He will close this gap quickly there, 3 seconds behind, and look at it dropping there. Look at Rayner dropping that. He will try so hard to catch up to his rival Magnus, who has cleared Nismo. Perhaps Rayner will get lucky and catch Nismo at a place on track where he'll get DRS on him, and that will help him catch the gap. You can see the leader Magnus up ahead there. Bagos closing in to the back of Evil Hunter, who is in P4. Who else is back battling? He's got a little run on Apex there, trying to make some hay, just trying to create a little hay here. Not too greedy, but we do need to get going. Now back at the back from 10th on back, it is penalty city there, my goodness. Look at that. Luckily, tomorrow is Saturday. Some of you may be coming into school and serving some time because, my goodness, a lot of penalties back there, a lot of big numbers. That unfortunately does end up determining it quite a bit. Here comes Rayner there, getting a run there on Nismo on a very... I think he's going to get DRS there, which is huge. Nope, yep. Oh, perfect. That worked out insanely well there for Mr. Rayner. No bonus points there, unfortunately, for Nismo for giving him DRS, but it worked out very nicely nonetheless. Always good to help the boss out. Now, who is battling Apex? I see a small number by your name, buddy. You're doing well. Who are you battling? It's correct, Savant. What does Apex have to say in that AlphaTauri? Cherishing the days that we'll get to see this livery instead of this neat-looking new one. Anyway, intervals. There's a battle behind Evil Hunter, and it consists of Bagos, FIFA, and Iron Knight. There's also one developing behind Thomas with Apex and Correct Savant. Where to watch? Rayner has moved into P2. Is that because, yes, Nismo has come into the pits? Is Nismo putting on tires? Rayner 3.1 seconds back. Let's try to remember that gap there. As Bagos is hot on the tail of Evil Hunter. Is Bagos evil? Is he hunting him back? No, not at all. That didn't work at all. He's going to pass him, though, it looks like, very shortly. And we'll wait to see that. But Evil Hunter, no slouch, indeed. He'll put up quite a fight. Behind him, it is FIFA Iron Knight. It's behind. There's also a battle. Let's go look at it. Behind Thomas, it's Apex, Correct Savant, and... who was that? Apex and Correct Savant. Yeah. Yep, you did it. That was it. LH44 trying to close in on Jack Blun. Unfortunate to see, though, the run there of Jack Blun. We wanted to see him after his unfortunate experience there in qualifying. Hoping he would have a massively good run there, but just was not to be there. Perhaps a late safety car will rescue him and he'll make his way back up there, but still good to see him joining the old Rayners Racing League as Bagos closes in very closely on Evil Hunter. This momentary break in my speech brought to you by water. Water! I'm pretty damn thirsty. As Iron Knight makes big moves indeed, as does those guys. As does those guys. Yikes. Let's pretend that didn't happen, you grammaticians at home. Yeah, anyway. These guys are making it fun to watch here as Iron Knight. Let's keep a look at that ahead behind Evil Hunter. They're still racing. Those are the closest battles. Oh, around he goes the outside there. What a move there indeed around FIFA McGee. Moving up ahead, Iron Knight not going to quite get there, I do not believe. He'll show the nose, but the nose is not... Oh, behind though, Bagos. Oh, they're not done. No, sirree. Insert your favorite name. Ah, correct, Savant. Correct, Savant. Hunting. Will you be able to catch Tomas? Oh, no, it's Nismo. What have you done there? He's got 18 seconds there, so he's served a 5-second penalty, so he has chipped that off. That's very good for him. Oh, no, Bagos. Bagos is... And the safety car that would save the life of our good friend Jack Blunn may have just arrived. Will he be able to take advantage? What has occurred with Bagos? Look for his car. I'll be doing the same. I did not see it, did you? Perhaps the virtual crane has hoisted it away already. Unfortunate indeed for Bagos. Oh me, oh my. Now, how will this shake things up? What did we miss up front? Who got damaged, perhaps? As Magnus comes into the pits, Iron Knight stays out. Magnus, Rayner in the pits as well. Evil Hunter. So many racing drivers. Let's try to catch a view where we can see a couple. I saw no wing changes there. Rayner already back on with softs. Evil Hunter out with his softs. FIFA as well. Apex. Tomas. Tristan coming into his pit. No wing change here. Drivers will be nipping off some penalties. Hopefully here be able to clear a few as... Oh, look at that. Thomas comes out just in front of Maverick, keeping his position. That was pretty fun to watch. So, neat. Yes, indeed. Now everyone has stopped. Out front, it is correct Savant on... Oh, no, I'm sorry, friend. That's not going to work, sir. I like you, and I like racing with you, but, if I could wish it, if I could will it for you, for those hard tires to work against these softs, this army of softs that is coming behind you like some sort of, well, army that is heading your way. I would do it, but I just I don't have it in me, friend. Oh, look at that. Hard tire, correct Savant. Soft tire, rest of the field. That car may say Red Bull, but I see a sitting duck. What will he do? Will he pit? Will he stay out? Is he hoping perhaps if I just get the restart of restarts here, and then they really just fail behind me? And it could happen. You never know, because Magnus and Rayner, they're going to race hard, as is Evil Hunter in fourth. Nismo there. FIFA. Apex. Tomas. Careful there. No, don't go passing, mister. Now, let's get back to penalties, because again... Oh, correct Savant. Yep, you've... Now, see here... I'm on hard tires. It is 6 to go. Maybe 5 when they restart, because we have a couple cars still pretty far behind there. If you could see on the racing circuit, still coming into sector 3. I think we're going to get, obviously we're going to get at least one more lap here. So, hopefully not 2. Hit the gas there. Back in the back, please. I'm sure you are. But if I'm the leader and I have 5 to go on, how old are my tires? You can't fault... Well, you certainly can't fault him. He's got to stay out there, and I just started that sentence like someone had asked me a question or had said something prior, like it was a different person. It wasn't that, but anyway, it just sounded odd to me. 7-lap-old hard tires. Brand new softs behind you. I just don't... I wish you well, my friend. Now, the drivers behind will certainly know that if, God help you, any of them are listening to this broadcast, you'll know that your leader is on hard tires, and they'll all be looking to pounce like some sort of pouncing animal, perhaps a cat. Where they're pouncing proficiency, and maybe they'll do it like that. Now, correct Savant. Oh, penalties, back to penalties now. Yep. Keep it there, keep it there. Really, the top 8 there, with a couple of exceptions, has pretty penalty free. Now, who knows how many warnings each and every racing driver has? You get 3 alone, and then you are penalized 3 seconds. Now, there are certain racetracks and certain corners. I believe that I believe this is true, that you cut it once and that's it for you, mister. Game over. You're out. Strike 3. I'll stop there. I had a few more. That's it. They'll just give you the penalty right then and there, and you're like, what? I know many times I've been behind the wheel and yelled multiple swear words in succession about I didn't get my warnings. Well, sorry you. We really cherish this corner here and any malfeasance, tomfoolery, or ballyhoo in its vicinity, and well, that's it. Live and learn, and you improve for next time, and laugh at people that it happens to when they complain. You say, oh, just move on. But anyway, good times, good times. Certainly the racing... Yep, it's coming in. I've seen it. Let's move back up front. Easy, stupid. Don't miss the start. There's Correct Savant. Let's ride on board with, right about there, Evil Hunter. Perhaps Codemasters will be kind to give us an all-encompassing view. Let's move up Wanda Rainer. He's a bit too far back. Correct Savant. Magnus is around. Correct Savant moves out of the way. Yep. The smart move indeed. He's going to have to give way, like it or not. Magnus has taken the lead. Rainer hot on his tail. Correct Savant is going to have to move. Oh no. Up front there is the battle. How will these other drivers get around him? Let's just ride on board. Because until this sorts out, what can Rainer do up front? Will be multiple runs, as you see back there. Is that FIFA, Beefy, and Apex going at it? I do believe it is. Let's go back one. Careful, boys. Cairo's received a penalty. Back there. Rainer looking up to the front, 9/10 behind. It is Nismo there. Many penalties. Apex. Let's ride on board with Apex. As FIFA just gently nudge a dude to Correct Savant. Nothing dirty there. Just get out of my way, please. What can Apex do as ahead? He sees Evil Hunter, Nismo, and FIFA. He knows that Nismo has penalties. What can he do? As Magnus is pulling away. He's pulling away from Rainer. Back we go. Who's getting a run on who? Back behind that one position there. There is Tomas going around. Up front. Oh, who's dropping? Who's dropping? Who is it? It's Nismo. He is off the racing circuit. Careful, you. Oh. Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big penalty indeed. As Apex, no, you've received one. No. Oh, an extra one. I didn't know you already had a first one. Right there, careful. Let's keep it there for a moment, watching that interval up front. Can Rainer do anything? He was within a second a moment ago. Can he close in on Magnus? As look at this. Are we going to be 3 wide into this turn? Yikes. Let's stick on Cairo. Behind all these drivers. Oh, no! That appeared to be... Someone got loose behind all that action there and lost a wing partlet, I believe it's called. Unfortunate indeed, as Maverick moves up a position around Cairo. No, Cairo repays the favor. And Maverick says, I'll repay the favor right back. Down they go into this part of the track and into the next, as they are prone to do. Lap after lap, side by side, sometimes. Not as always we like, sometimes. Back we go. Where are the intervals up front? We need to see smaller ones betwixt Magnus, Rainer, and Evil Hunter. That's what we want to see. They're penalty free, which means, boys, you better get on the throttle with 3 to go. Back there it is, FIFA making a move on LH44. No, not quite. Not ready, not just yet. Cairo looking on the back of Maverick, as Apex we're looking at you with 6 seconds of penalties, closing in on the back of Evil Hunter. Heffy with 3 seconds of penalties, closing on the back of Tomas. was a quickly spoken sentence. Well done me. Remember the Micro Machines guy when you were in the 80s? Micro Machines guy, talk really fast. Anyway, back up front. Is anyone going to do anything now? Apex is closing in and making a pass on Evil Hunter, but remember, he does have penalties. So what? I mean, is he fast enough to go up there and throw a wrench in Rayna's game and slow him up? Now, Rayna, can you close in here? You are so close to 1 second, my good friend. In the loveliest car on the circuit. Go get it, young man. Round he goes. Right on the steering wheel, straightening it out and left. Approaching, will he have DRS? It appears as though he just may if he can hold it steady here. He is close enough indeed, and it is our leader Magnus with a mirror full of Rayna. His DRS open, he won't be anywhere near making move, but he will close valuable space betwixt himself and Magnus. Into turn 1 they go, back on board with Rayna. Can he do it? They are coming round to 1 lap to go, and it is all down to this. Can he close? Will he be within 1 second in the DRS detection zone? I don't think he is this lap, but can he catch a whiff of Magnus's, draft-aloo there? Oh, you can feel it. Oh, 1.2, the gap grows. How will Rayna approach this turn? Gain ground on Magnus? Maintain. Oh, he's gained ground indeed. 1.1, 1.2. Oh, go back the other way. Go back the other way. Ah, damn it. All right. 1.3. Rayna has lost a little ground. As back behind, Heffy looks to try to close the gap on Tomas and make a move. We'll come back to those leaders momentarily as Maverick as well trying to close in on Cairo. Let's back to Heffy. Around he goes. Looking to the inside of Tomas. LH has received another penalty, unfortunate indeed. Heffy and Tomas putting on a good show here as they approach 1 to go. How will it be up front? Can Rayna make another move at Magnus? Will Magnus make a bobble of some sort? Oh, back up front, I like that gap closing. I hope you, the viewer, do as well. One more time, let's ride on board with Rayna. Oh, I do like that. That number is growing. Smaller, 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 less than 1, less than 1. Oh, of little flippity flop, but he controls it. Can he get that? Just outside of drag reduction. Whatever. Oh no, and he has pushed too hard, like Icarus of old. Flown too far, close to the sun, and received a 3-second time penalty. You could tell he was pushing as hard as he possibly could as Heffy closes in on Tomas, but he does have penalties. FIFA closing in as well. Big round of applause there for the battle that Rayna tried to put on, and it's not over. He could still beat him at the line, but it is a white flag here, and let's get back to Magnus. Make sure. Oh, and there it is, the shot I've been wanting all day long. There it is. Thank you, Codemasters. I love it. Magnus showed a good bit of promise there in qualifying, and throughout the race, he's just been nice and smooth. Penalties? None for me, my good sir. Please don't give it right now. That'd be awful. Rayna right behind, put on a fine show, trying to get the job done, but they will finish in. Look at us, we're friends. Whee! Side by side, across we go. Anyway, very friendly indeed there. P1, P2, P3 goes to Apex. That's your podium. No, Evil Hunter says, yoink. I forgot about that. The penalties there. Evil Hunter, that's your podium there. Tomas in 4th, Apex 5th. Let's move back. Don't miss any battles that there might be. So yes, indeed, Magnus, Rayna, Evil Hunter, Tomas, Apex, Heffy, FIFA, Maverick, Cairo, Jack Blun. That is your top 10. I do believe Jack Blun finishes in the points. Give me 1 point, please. Yoink. Good for you there, Jack. Driver of the day, Tomas. Well, you know what? It's been such a long race. We're going to have to take a peek at it, aren't we? I knew many racing drivers gained many positions, many lost positions. Oh, look at me! I'm pleased with my performance. I won the race. How about you guys to my left or to my right? Nope. My trophy's bigger than yours. Look at it. Oh, look what just there, and now they'll spray each other here with some sort of beverage. Having a good time there. Everyone pleased, really, with their performance, at least those gentlemen there. This fellow here, I'm not sure why he's there. Some sort of stranger, hobo, has wandered onto the podium, perhaps. Now, let's take one final look at it here. There it is there. Your winner, penalty-free, and fastest lap. Smackety-doodah, he says to the racing community about him today. I'm better than each and every one of you in every single way. Magnus Nicolay. Fly. Rainer in second place. Evil Hunter, Thomas, Apex, FIFA, or Heffy, I'm sorry there. FIFA, Maverick, Cairo, and Jack Blonyo top 10. LH, Correct Savant, Tristan, Psycho, Tabby, Benjamin Cardiff, Nismo, Iron Knight, Bagos, Liam, and Drew. So that is how it went today, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed we truly hope with all our hearts that you had a good time. And as always, keep your racing clean and your comments as best you can to a minimum. And we will see you down the road. Good night.